Good morning, this is Ahmad Abu Zaid. Welcome you in the Fit to Go meeting in Chicago, ACC 16, having Dr. Pina from Albert Einstein for the heart failure to talk today. Dr. Pina, good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Yeah. So, what do you think the most exciting news for the heart failure this meeting and the exciting talk about the heart failure readmission today?
Well, we've had a lot of debates about really basic things like salt and obesity and exercise, and it's interesting because they're not the fancy stuff you would think of, but it's so important for the care of the patient. And then in this session, I talked about the American College Navigator program, which has really been invaluable to us. I now have a nurse and a pharmacist who are working with me on the readmission, but they're really doing very concentrated, patient-directed interventions. So you can look at a system, but you really got to get to the patient. And every patient is a little bit different. Every patient needs something different. And that's what they're doing. They're tailoring it to the patient's needs. And we'll see what happens to the readmissions. But right now, what we've seen preliminarily, it's quite impressive.
And in your presentation today, you touched base with the pro-PMP before discharge. Do you think this will change a lot of the management in heart failure readmission rates?
Well, I'm hoping that physicians realize that if they haven't lowered that pro-BNP, and yeah, you can have your false positives and all that, but if you look at the totality of the data, if you haven't lowered it by 30% in the admission, the patient's going to come back. And that's been a hard lesson. And our post-discharge clinic, the mean pro-BNPs are in the 8,000s. I think those patients had no business going home. They needed to be better medicated. And so I think we intervened, before they got sick again. But many of those patients would have gotten sick again.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. We thank you today, and thanks.
We like fits.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, guys, stay tuned. ACC Fit to Go for more exciting news from Chicago.